Hey y'all, and welcome to Kitchen Notes from Nancy. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to our channel, and I hope you decide to subscribe before you leave today. And if you're a returning visitor, I'd like to greet you with the customary, hey neighbor. It has cooled down tremendously here in Alabama. It has actually become what we Southerners would call frigid. So what better night to make one of my childhood favorites, and that is hamburger soup. So if you're looking for a meal that's super easy but also delicious, then all you got to do is stay tuned. Alright, as usual, I'm going to start by going over the ingredients. Here we have 4 cups of beef broth. I have about 13 ounces of frozen vegetables. I had a whole bag and then just a little partial piece of a bag. I have some frozen celery. Typically, here's a tip for you. When your vegetables are about to go bad, cut them up and freeze them. Because for cooked dishes like this, they'll go a long way. I have 1 medium onion that I chopped up. I have 3 medium-sized potatoes, and they've been diced fairly small. I like my vegetable soup to be hearty, but I like little small bites because I want a piece of vegetable in each little bite. Here, I have a little less than a pound of hamburger meat. This is 0.9 pounds, and it's ground chuck. So if there's any oil, we'll drain it off. You're going to need some garlic. I have a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, and then I have a little bit extra tomato sauce. Occasionally, I will use V8 juice in my soup, but not tonight. We're gonna use some kosher salt, some black pepper, garlic and onion powder, cayenne pepper, bay leaves, and also some Italian seasoning. And don't forget that all of these ingredients will be listed down below in the description box. So let's go on over to the stove and get our ground beef on. Alright, and tonight I'm using my Dutch oven. It is the Lodge Dutch oven. I'll also do a link for this down below in the description box if you like it. I absolutely love it. I'll also link the glass bowls and the measuring cups that I use as well for your convenience. So we're gonna go ahead and get this ground beef in here. I have the pot heating up. It's not exactly warm yet, but it'll be there shortly. Also, if you like this video, go ahead, give me a like down off at the bottom of this video. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out tremendously. So go ahead, like this video, and by the time you get done, this will start browning. Alright, so the beef is starting to brown up, and I forgot in the beginning, but you're going to need some Worcestershire sauce. So make sure that you grab that as well. I'm just going to sit that on the counter. Now that this is starting to brown up nicely, we're going to add our onion. And I know that's a lot of onion. It was a medium onion, and I diced it really fine, so it'll be okay. And then we're going to add in our celery. Oops, let's make sure that didn't crack. It didn't. We're going to add in our celery. If you want to add bell pepper, you can. It's no problem at all. So feel free to add whatever veggies you like. I'm going to let these go ahead and start to saute down, and then once the beef is almost fully brown, we'll add the garlic and move on to the next steps. Alright, so the beef is starting to look good, and I'm going to show you a little secret. If you need to drain some grease, there's only a little bit in here, then you can do it with paper towels. And that way you don't have to pick the pot up, but you can still get the grease out of there. Because sometimes I used to try to pick it up and drain it over the sink, and I would drop all kinds of meat and whatnot. So you can actually just take a little paper towel and pick up the majority of the oil. And this ground beef didn't even make a lot anyway, so it's perfectly fine. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my minced garlic, and it's almost time for another container of minced garlic. It is time. All right, and right now I'm on about a medium heat, so I'm going to let that start. And I'm gonna go ahead and start adding a few seasonings. So some black pepper, a little cayenne pepper, and like I tell you all the time, if it needs to be kid friendly, omit that. This is onion powder, so even though I used real onion, I'm gonna use some onion powder. Garlic powder. And then I'm gonna go in with some Italian seasonings. And I'll adjust these seasonings a little later. Once we get everything in and start getting it simmered, I'll taste it. And if I feel like I need more, I'll definitely add it. I'm gonna go in with some kosher salt. And we're gonna give this a good mix. And it's so fragrant. All of that onion and garlic and the celery all smell so great. So now I'm gonna dump in my crushed tomatoes and also my tomato sauce. And that's why I didn't use the V8 juice tonight, because I had a small pack of beef, so I knew that the 28 ounce of tomatoes would be fine. But on some nights, like I said, if I was using more beef, I would have added just a little bit of the V8 juice to help bump up the amount of vegetables in here. We're gonna dump in our frozen vegetables. We're going to dump in our beef broth. And I'm also going to add in another 2 cups of water. So total, that's 6 cups of liquid. I used 4 cups of beef broth, and that was lower sodium beef broth. And then I used about 2 cups of lower sodium beef broth. And then I used water with some of the Better Than Bouillon beef paste to make the other 2 cups. I wanted to use up some beef broth I opened the other night, and then I added the other 2 cups of water. So that's where the 6 cups of liquid. And like I said, if that sounds confusing, definitely don't forget to check down below in the description box. Now, I'm gonna go in with some Worcestershire sauce. It just helps to bump up that beefy flavor. I'm gonna test it just a little to see where the seasonings are. Alright, so before we let this boil, I'm gonna go in with some salt, because I'm about to add potatoes. And potatoes suck up salt. And right now there isn't a lot of salt in this. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more cayenne for heat. Onion powder for flavor. And a little bit more Italian seasoning. Now we're going to add the potatoes in. And I cook this in an open pot. I don't use the top when I'm making soup. I don't know why. I just typically don't. And then I'm gonna drop in, these are kind of small, so I'm gonna drop in 3 little bay leaves. So you'd be fine with 2 if you wanted to just use 2. And I'm going to let this start to boil probably for about 25 minutes, and then I'll come check it. That'll pretty much be the point that the potatoes start to soften, and then the vegetables should be cooked in that time too. So we're gonna let this go for about 25 minutes. I'll tell you exactly how long once I return, and then we'll see what we're looking like. All right, so I stirred this a couple times, and really it's been about 45 minutes. And the soup is ready. So I had made some cheese toast to go with it, grilled cheese actually. I ate them already. So we are going to call it a night here. Hopefully you'll try this recipe. It's super simple, great for a nice cool winter night. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes, I'm going to get those bay leaves out of there. And until next time, bye neighbors.
And that's where I don't know.